everyone. My name is Tan Lili. I'm from Penang. Last year, August of 2020, within a month, I fell 4 times. And there was this one time when I was walking in the car park and my head bumped into the altar and then my head started to swell. So I thought to myself that it's very unusual because I keep on falling. So I went to the doctors. I told the doctor that my shoulders hurt and my head was swollen. And later I went to scan an MRI. It turned out that the back of my brain in the C1 vertebrae, there was a brain tumor and there was no alternative. So in October, I decided to undergo a surgery. However, the day after the surgery, I had a mild stroke. So basically, the left side of my body became paralyzed. Even my left eye couldn't move. I couldn't open my eyelids. So I was in ICU for 5 days. I couldn't talk. I couldn't eat anything. I couldn't swallow. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't even walk. At that time, I couldn't eat anything, but something miraculous happened. On the second day, I bothered my husband to get me Elkin Kington isotonic. I couldn't even drink water, but in fact, I could drink Kington. So I slowly swallowed it down. Every day, I would drink about 4 to 6 ampoules per day. So after 10 days, I was able to be transferred to a normal hospital room. In that 10 days, I started to do physiotherapy because my physiotherapist looked for me, and I continued to drink Kington. Additionally, when I drank Kington, I would also grind IG6 into a powder. I also drank LX Young because I still couldn't walk, so the doctor told me that I couldn't go home. So every day, I had to do 2 times of physical therapy. I had to learn how to stand. I had to learn how to walk again. The doctor said if I cannot walk to use the toilet, if I cannot turn my body around, then he does not allow me to go back on. At that time, I felt very pressured because it was very difficult. My legs were weak. I couldn't even stand. But I remembered that Elkin has EC pants. So I took the EC pants and wore it. It was like a miracle because once I wore the pants, when I did my physical therapy, my physical therapist was also shocked at how I couldn't walk yesterday, but I could walk today already. So I slowly learned by walking with 4 legs, then with 3 legs, and then at the end, I used 2 legs to walk. I could really stand up and walk normally now. So I'm really thankful to Elkin's products because I couldn't eat nor drink, and I could only drink Kington because the nerve on my neck is pinched. So swallowing is a really difficult thing for me to do. So when I came back home, I could slowly eat liquid food only. And then when I could eat and swallow, I would start to eat 30 tablets of IG6 and 30 tablets of spirulina per day. I also consumed Alpha Hex and Dr. Genesee. I would just eat all of Elgin's products that helps with my improvement. Within 3 months, I was able to recover most of my mobility. Even my physical therapist thought that my recovery was very miraculous because I recovered quite quickly. She said I am one of the first among all other patients who had undergone physiotherapy to recover the quickest. I'm very grateful to Elkin to also launch Gummy Visio because my left eye is actually smaller in size and my pupils couldn't move correctly. But after I ate Gummy Visio, I realized that when I take pictures, my pupils are more corrected and my left eye is a little bit bigger now. So I'm really grateful to Elkin for producing such good products to help me become healthier. Thank you. Wow. Thank you, Tan Lili. Because of Tan Lili um, sharing is too great, too amazing. Okay, now I will share some pictures and videos of how she was able to um, overcome her immobility. She had to do a lot of physical therapy. So as you can see in that x-ray that her spine was really bent. So now let's look at her process, her progress of how she couldn't walk and now she could. So as you can see that she is wearing Elkin's EC pants. So I think that a lot of people who can see um, her process, and as you can see, this red band that's wrapped around her spine, which will help reduce um, her chances of falling down again.